Good afternoon from the National Weather Service Norman Forecast Office. This is a severe weather outlook briefing recorded around 12:30 p.m. on Wednesday, May 29th, 2013. We are expecting severe thunderstorms this afternoon and tonight across much of central and western Oklahoma and parts of western North Texas. Here's our threat map that shows what we're expecting, where we expect the worst weather to occur from this afternoon into tonight. We expect severe thunderstorms mainly after 3 o'clock. The higher confidence in the tornado potential is shaded in red, so that would include far northwest and west central Oklahoma, basically from Elk City up through Fairview and Cherokee, and then points north and west from there. So that would include Woodward and all the surrounding areas there that you see shaded in red. The yellow shaded area, the tornado potential is not quite as high. We'll talk more about that on the next slide, but we do have the potential for severe storms that will be moving out of western Oklahoma and affecting parts of southwest Oklahoma, central Oklahoma, and western North Texas later this evening. The most intense storms will be capable of producing baseball-size hail, very strong damaging wind gusts over 70 miles an hour, and again, tornadoes will be possible with the most intense thunderstorms. We have a complicated weather scenario today. This is not exactly like what we saw last Monday, May 20th. Much messier as far as some of the weather ingredients go. We have a fairly strong cap in place over much of western and central Oklahoma. Remember, the cap is a layer of warm air that kind of acts like a lid on a pot of boiling water. It kind of holds the thunderstorms down and keeps them from forming very quickly. We think that sometime later this afternoon, after 2 or 3 o'clock, we'll see storms, updrafts in the thunderstorms get strong enough to break through that cap out in the eastern Texas Panhandle, the Oklahoma Panhandle, and southwest Kansas, and we'll see storms develop along that dry line after that time, and then we'll see those storms develop, become mature, and then move into northwest and west central Oklahoma after 3 o'clock this afternoon. Our computer models continue to paint a more unlikely picture, but still something we need to watch very closely. Computer models still show thunderstorms developing over western and southwestern Oklahoma this afternoon, well away from the dry line. Now, we have very much less confidence that that's going to happen. We don't think that's going to happen. But our computer models have done a fairly good job of past recent severe weather events in forecasting this, so we don't want to completely discount the fact that we could see thunderstorms develop near Altus, Lawton, Anadarko, Cordell, somewhere west and southwest of the Oklahoma City metro area. Those storms will be dealing with basically the same severe weather ingredients that the storms over northwest Oklahoma will be dealing with, and could become severe quite quickly and would have some tornado potential. So the bottom line is we're most concerned about tornadoes over west central and northwest Oklahoma, but if you live anywhere in the yellow shaded area and you see a storm developing to your west or your southwest, pay close attention to it. Get on our webpage or social media or weather radio or television or some source of information, see what's going on with it, because it could have the potential to become something quite intense pretty quickly. Between noon and 2 today, here's the area that we're most concerned about. We'll be watching for storms to develop again through the Oklahoma Panhandle, the eastern Texas Panhandle, and mature and then move into northwest Oklahoma after 2 o'clock. Storms today are going to be moving fairly slowly toward the east or northeast at about 25 to 30 miles an hour, so you can expect that storm motion through the day. 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., this is the time window that we're looking at when we see the threat will increase over much of the western third to half of Oklahoma. We still think by 6 p.m., unless we get a random storm developing in southwest Oklahoma between now and then, Oklahoma City Metro, the tornado recovery zone is going to be okay. Thunderstorms will still be to the west of Oklahoma City and Interstate 35 by 6 o'clock this evening, but that'll change. As we go into the evening hours, those storms that develop out west will be moving east, and we expect that 6 p.m. to midnight, pretty much all of our counties, except for maybe the far southeast counties that you see there, including Holdenville, Durant, Atoka. You may not see thunderstorms through the evening, but the rest of us will be dealing with the potential for severe thunderstorms through the evening hours. So here's a special forecast for the tornado recovery zone. This would include areas from Newcastle, Moore, Oklahoma City, Edmond, Kearney, Shawnee, Bethel Acres, Little Axe, Pink, all the areas affected by tornadoes on May 19th and May 20th. We have lots of visitors from out of town, lots of relief efforts going on, so we're paying special attention to those counties today. Storms after 6 o'clock could still have the potential to produce some very large damaging hail, wind gusts to 75 miles an hour and very heavy rain. Tornadoes may be possible, but the confidence for tornadoes is lower compared to the other threats. The higher tornado threat is going to stay west of the Oklahoma City metro area today, but that may not be the case on Thursday and Friday. Again, from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Thursday and Friday, we will be dealing with the potential for supercells and tornadoes over a large part of the area. A quick look at Thursday. This will change, but this is our threat area for tomorrow. The dry line will be further east, so we'll see storms developing maybe along a line from Medford to Enid down to Lawton, and those storms would threaten the I-35 corridor later in the afternoon tomorrow. And on Friday, again, this will change several times between now and then. A fairly substantial risk, again, of severe thunderstorms over much of central and western Oklahoma and western North Texas. We want you to pay very close attention to the weather this afternoon and evening. We certainly don't want to scare anyone. We know people are very sensitive to the possibility of tornadoes. We think the threat for tornadoes will remain west of those spots affected by last week's tornadoes, but we will be monitoring very closely for the potential for severe storms. Please check our webpage. That's the most up-to-date source of weather information through today, but we'll also be providing lots of information and updates on our Facebook page, on Twitter, and on YouTube as we can. So please stay alert. Remember, it's better to be prepared than scared. Just pay attention to weather information from your favorite local weather source, and we'll keep you advised on everything that we know. Expect watches and warnings later today and through tonight, and act quickly. If a storm develops, and especially if a tornado warning is issued for where you are, please don't wait. Please don't try to go look for the tornado. Act quickly. Take the 20 or 30 minutes, take shelter, and wait till the storm has passed. Thank you.